Let's beat this dress together, shall we? I'll be turning this dress from this to this. Yes, it's exactly the same dress. I'll show you the full dress when I'm done. This is the dress on the table. So I did this halfway just to show you that I can beat from this side to the up to the middle, or beat from the middle down to the other side. So however it is you want to do, it's absolutely up to you. Just make sure the lines are straight. So I'm going to be starting from right there, just to show you how it can progress to the other side and down to the other side. So I'll do that from that point to the middle, which is exactly what I'm going to do, and do it as though I'm doing like the left side that I started from the edge right there all the way to cover the whole. In all you do, just make sure your lines are straight, that's all. So I've tied it right there. I'm going to go ahead and start fixing the beads. As usual, I'm going to be fixing these beads in fours. So I'm picking my crystal beads right here, and I'm picking 4 strands. I'm using size 6 crystal beads, by the way. So I'll just put those 4 right there and lie straight down, put my needle in front of the beads that way. Just bring it out somewhere in middle, and then I'll put my needle through the midsection of the 4 beads. Just bring it out through the last 2, and this is a bust and it's curved. Can't be this straight that way because it alter the design. So we just go all the way down, just the way these ones are, and just the way these lines are on the other bust. So that's what we're going to replicate right here. We're going to take the needle all the way to the top again, and when we do that, we're going to bring another set of beads all the way down. So this is what I mean. 4 as usual, bring it right down and just arrange it this way. So I'll go ahead to do the same thing I did for the first one. Bring out the needle right there, and the next thing to do is to get another set of beads, and when I get that, I'll just lie it flat this way. So this is how it would sit. See that? So I'll just put the needle into the fabric again, which is the same thing I had done. I'll do that again for the next line, and that's how we're going to keep doing it until we can cover up the whole bust area. So I'm taking my needle all the way to the top. Usually I'll actually say, okay, let me go from the side, but I don't want anything to alter the line, so I go all the way to the top. So this right here is what the third line looks like. So other lines will come after till it meets that particular line, like that. I'll finish that later. Let me just come to the belly area. Now for this belly area, we're going to be drawing lines from the deepest part of the waist all the way to the top. So first things first to do is to establish the mid part of the fabric. So that's what I'm doing right there, the middle. So once you establish your middle, it's easy for other lines to spread out, right? So what I usually do is whatever I do on the left side, I do on the right side. So I drew that first line right there, and then I'll just pay attention to how I drew the first line and use that to replicate the second line. After drawing that line that way, I'll come and draw another line this way, and just to make sure both of them are equal, I'll do that, and then I'll come to the other side and do exactly what I did on this side as well. So I'll keep filling it until I'm satisfied with how I want it to be. Feel free to do yours for as close and as many lines as you want. So if you want the lines to be few, it means you want it to be scanty. If you want the lines to be very, very tight and covered, it means that you want the lines to be fuller, tighter, and more covered. So at this point, do it however you feel like doing it. You use the same beading method for the bust to also bead the belly area. So this right here is what the bust looked like by the time I finished it. And then this is the belly area by the time I also filled this out. I just beaded along the lines that I created. So I'm just trying to fill out this last part right here for both sides, and then by the time I finish, I'll just fill out the middle of each line just like I did here with a gold bead. So this is the bead I'm using to fill it out. So after every red line that I did, I put a size 4 gold in between. I'm going to be using wires for this part of the hand as well. So this right here is what the wire I'm going to be using looks like. Let me show you how I made the wire very quickly. So I need copper wire and I need beads. I use a size 6 and a size 8. So what I basically did was took out the wire. I measured about 30 inches of the wire and I cut it out, and that's what I used as the length of the wire I was going to use to make the vine. Next thing is to fold the wire into 2, and let's go and get the crystals. So we'll just pick 2 of this size 8, and then we'll pick 1 of size 6, as you can see. So what we're going to do is put 1 size 8, one size 6 and then one size 8 on top. Fold it into two. Make sure the wire is equal at the bottom. Then we'll go back to the top and start folding. This right here is what the three beads look like. So this is what it looks. So just put them together right there and then twist it. Make it tight but not too forceful so it doesn't break. This right here is what it looks like, and then we'll just open up the wire. We're gonna go ahead and pick another three. So 1 8, 1 6, another 8. Push it downward, and then we'll just pick the wire, turn it that way, and just twist again. So feel free to make it closer or farther, however it is you want to do it. But this is how it looks like. Then just twist the two wires together, so it gives you a definition of what you're doing. And then we're just going to fix another 3 beads this way. Now finished. So pick another 3 beads right there, drop it, and then just twist it this way and twist again. So by the time we do that, we'll just keep going till we get to the end, and then those two wires, we'll just twist them with each other like this. Having done that, we'll go ahead and pick another 3 and continue the circle till we get all the way till the end. Let me quickly show you how to do the last part. This right here is the last one, and the remaining wire was really small, so what we did was to just turn it downward a little bit, use the remaining tiny one left to just twist. And after we had twisted the remaining wire that way, we just turned it around that one like that, just to fasten it more a little bit. So by the time we just turn the wire around, the other wires just inside, so it doesn't create a vine. So this right here is what we had at the end of the day. This is not all. Remember, we did so many others. This is it, and this is not even all. So we need enough to actually properly cover the cape of that dress. So let's jump straight back to the dress. Attach the wires. We'll need this 0.50 millimeters of fishing line and a needle. Use a normal sewing needle. So this is how to fix it. Just make sure you pinch the fabric with your needle, bring it out however you want it to be. By the time you do that, use your hand to direct the fishing line all the way down this way to make sure it stays exactly where you want it to stay. That is how you fix it all the way around. By the time I fixed it for both capes and the hand, this right here is what we have. We're not still done with this dress, so don't go anywhere. I'm just showing you the details of the dress because you can actually wear this dress like this and use this dress like this without adding anything more to it. However, the owner says do some more, so we're going to be beading the neck area. So we're just going to be beading straight lines that way on this next area, and let's draw. So pick a fabric chalk or a fabric pencil, whatever it is you want to do, and just draw the lines where you want it to be. So those are the lines I'm drawing right now, and by the time I finish drawing them, I'm doing that for this side. I'll go ahead and also do it for the other side. At this point, draw it however it is you want to draw it. Straight curved, however. Now I finished drawing it, we're going to be taking this size 4 crystal beads, and that's what we're going to be using to bead on the neck area. So I'm picking the beads right there. I'm using an invisible thread, by the way, a normal invisible thread, like a really tiny invisible thread. So I'll just bring out my needle at the middle of the fabric right there, just in between the two beads. The way we bead, the way I actually beaded the bust area is the same way I'm also doing this. But mind you, this is an invisible thread. You don't want threads to be showing on this net, so we're doing this to make the same line invisible. So that's the aim of this right here. By the time we're done, you see how invisible it is. So I'm picking another 4 right there, and I'll just put another line. So as you can see, I went above the line a little bit because I just felt like the original line I drew was kind of short, so I wanted it to go up a little bit. So this right here is what I have. I'll just put my needle behind it that way. So while you do this, use your hand to adjust it. You know the way invisible thread behaves. So just adjust it to make sure it sits properly. And I'm going to run this needle all the way back into this bust area because I don't want to cross the other side. So I'll bring it into the bust area and make sure it sits straight, it lies flat, it is smooth. You don't want to have to be dealing with, bent or standing or raised or whatever. So this is what I'm taking my time to do. I want you to see this very clearly so that by the time you want to fix this for yours, you know exactly what to do and how to do it. So I have taken it into the bust area. I'll bring out my needle on the second line, and by the time I bring it out on the second line, I'll start doing the same thing I did on the first line on the second line. So this is it right here. So I'll pick another crystal right there, and I'll just do the same thing that I did on the first line on the second line. By the time I finish there, this is the second line. So I'll keep, drawing it on other lines and all the way to wherever it is that I want it to be. I'll do that for the other side as well. So this is what it looks like when I had done a couple of other lines, and by the time I finish the whole thing, this is the full fit of the outfit with all the lines, with everything. And yes, do you believe now that the same dress? I know you didn't doubt me before, but yeah, I wish I could get the full picture of this particular shot, but I lost it. Thanks so much for watching my video. See you in my next one. Bye.